Hello everyone, it is Mk6 Matt. Welcome back to another video on the budget Mk6 GTI. Now this car recently took a water dump. The water pump failed. I think it's my fault because I did try to replace it when I did a few other things to this car over the summer. You can check those videos out. So in this video is going to be replacing this thing. It's not really a tutorial, more of a little vlog, just a little adventure on fixing this thing. And in case you guys haven't seen it yet, check the video right before this one you're watching right now. It is sort of like a reveal or a tour of this car. This is my new Jetta TDI project car. It's got a 5-speed manual, and I also got a parts car that's basically this exact same car, but just parts that came with this car. So yeah, that's all very interesting. Check out that video if you want to know more about this, but this is going to be a very fun project for the channel. Anyways, let's get the GTI into the garage so we can start fixing this water dump. We're in the Infinity. We got to pull this thing out because I need room in the garage. Wow, that's a nice winter backup camera there. All right, let's get a nice cold start on the GTI here. I do miss driving this vehicle. Starts right up. All right, we've pulled it into the garage. As you can see, the coolant light down there is already flashing and yelling at me, which really stinks, but yeah, it's time to work on this thing. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So the water pump's all the way under this intake manifold. It's pretty deep in there. You can check out my video where I identified where it was, where the coolant leak was at least, with an endoscope camera. But yeah, we gotta take this manifold off, and it's quite the process. Easy stuff first. I could probably take this off right here, and this side as well. And you know, we've also got the parts box right here. I'm gonna label all like the screws and bolts and whatever that I take off. But you know, parts like this, I just leave in a box. A little update here, just working on taking everything on the top off. I've also disconnected the battery. A lot of people say, you know, when you do deep engine work like this, just disconnect the battery. You guys can see here, wow, look how low my coolant is. I mean, at least it's holding something, but still, yeah, it definitely needs to be replaced. Well, everyone, I took a few more things off here, but unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. As you can see, here's my box of stuff. Been labeling with the bags. I try to put them in order, so I just go back and, you know, take each bag out and put everything back together, and it seems to work okay. But yeah, that seems to be about it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh. All right, everyone, so it's currently 12 a.m., technically the next day. But no, after I was done with everything for today, I decided to do a little bit more work. We got the throttle body off and, you know, the rest of this stuff off. Just got to deal with actually taking the manifold itself off. And before that, I got to do this fuel line stuff here. Coolant is accumulating on my floor. And we can actually see the water pump itself down there. I mean, it's still covered in stuff, but there it is. Right there, that's what's leaking out of the bottom, somewhere in there. Yeah, we can actually see it. And then there's that extra clip in my other video I was talking about. We just kind of left it hanging out. And that is that evil triple square that is basically stripped on my car that we have to get out for this awful, annoying bracket here that has to be dealt with. All right, everyone, here we are in day 2 with a little bit of an update. I got that pesky little manifold bracket off, and the triple square is just absolutely hosed for it, so I ordered a hex-faced replacement. Also got the car in the air. I have to put a little thing to catch all the coolant down there. But everything's going pretty swimmingly so far, so all that's left now, I think, before we can get the manifold off, is to get this fuel line undone here, and then we gotta take off the oil filter here. This recording is a voiceover because I was talking to someone when I was actually recording this. As you can see, we got the manifold fully off. You can see all of the different injectors with the connectors off and those little injector O-rings too, those green rings. And we can actually see inside of each of those little, you know, valve holes, I guess you would call them, or intake ports. And yeah, things are going pretty well at this point. In this clip here, you can see we actually got the old water pump off, and you can see exactly what failed in those two pieces where the water pump sort of goes in half and mates up together. The O-ring failed, and you can see it like bowed out that plastic piece and leaked there. And here is the brand new pump where you can see that part has not failed. It is fully sealed up, so, you know, obviously we're not going to have a leak there on the brand new water pump. All right, so a little update here on things. We actually got the new water pump fully on the block here, which is really nice. You know, everything's all attached up, so all that's left is to put the manifold on. Now I'm going to be replacing this really annoying triple square here. It's in the trash pile. Let me find it. This thing's almost stripped out. I'm replacing it with a hex bolt that's also, you know, exactly the same threads and everything. That goes to the bracket that holds the manifold on. Usually the most annoying thing to get off, so it should make it easier if I ever have to, you know, God forbid, do this again. I'm gonna put some oil on all of these injectors here again. And as you can see, the TDI is also in here as well. Now on the TDI here, I just did the injection pump. Had a pretty big fuel leak, as you guys saw in the video, so I replaced the gasket for this one, which was the leaking one, and then the one back here I also did. Just trying to get this thing in running order. Sorry if I'm not, you know, making videos on everything on this yet. I really need to get it on the road. But the EGR system's also ready to come off on the back here. I started work on that as well. As you can see, if we take a look inside the EGR, man, it is really, really clogged in there. Let's see if we... All of that is like solidified in there. It is just disgusting, gunky. And yeah, it all needs to go. Wow, that is just solid. Yeah, that is a huge blockage. That's really bad. That's probably one of the worst EGRs on these cars I've ever seen. So everyone, final update on the Mk6 GTI. Everything is buttoned up. We took it for a test drive. Everything seems good so far. My dad thinks that it's actually leaking from somewhere else, not even the water pump right now, because he saw a little bit of spillage on the floor, but I think that's just overspill personally. I'm going to do some more driving today, and we'll see if the level gets any lower, but it's been sitting here for a few days and it hasn't, you know, lowered at all. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. You know, I guess I'll let you guys know if I have to work on this thing anymore, but you know, in terms of a water pump little vlog video, I think this will do it. So thank you everyone for watching. Please check out my other videos. I'm gonna be doing some cool stuff hopefully soon. I can't wait till it gets warmer out because I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos then. With my cars, doing fun things, doing silly things, and we're going to have a great time. So, you know, stay tuned for that. Subscribe, leave a like, check out the other videos, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.